me, personal finance is more personal than finance. The finance part, that will not change, right? It's gonna be there. Numbers are fixed. Numbers do not lie. The one who lies are people, and the one who lie to themselves are people. So it's more personal finance is more personal. It's more about you rather than the finance. Because as a child, we were taught to save, right? We're taught to save money, but until now, we are struggling. We're still struggling to save money. We are still struggling with adulting. So that's what I mean by it's more personal. We have the information. We have access to information about save, many ways to save, using technology to save, using the old way, using different ways to track. But of course, our heart will sway us in another direction. Right? Whether if it is something else, whether if it's gadget or emergency, we can't stop that. All we can do is adjust and prepare. It boils down to really the person or what a person's personal experience is. So for example, if a person, let's say during the global financial crisis, person lost a lot of money. So after that, because it could be traumatizing, that person will now be more conservative. That person will now be more risk averse when it comes to savings or not savings but more
Investing.
on investing. So they will become very skeptical and very conservative. So life experience also matters, and part of that life experience is also your habits that you've built. Even if you have the knowledge, but so that I also keep on repeating some concepts in my blog, in my column, or in people who ask advice from me is that if knowledge is power, what is more powerful than knowledge? It is habits, the habits of people. Because even if you know that something is wrong or you have to do something but you don't do it, why? It's largely, it's a habit thing. That's breathing. Or you don't have to think about it, you just do it, right? So an example for this is, let's say, smoking, right? All of us know that there's a government warning that says cigarette smoking is dangerous for your health. And yet, there's some people who know that, they know that it's bad, it's bad. But then what they still buy it, they still buy cigarettes, despite knowing that it's going to kill you someday. So that's an example of they have the knowledge, and as what our guest here said, their will is not really that strong enough. And I think one way to overcome that is to really build that strong positive habits, because there's also negative debilitating habits that we can build over time. We are not aware of. What people need to do first is self-awareness.
Okay.
And with self-awareness, it's really just reflecting on what you really want, what you really want to do for the rest of your life, because that will dictate everything else. Like if let's say you want to be, let's say, a very successful entrepreneur, but you don't have capital, then you can start. Then you can everything aligns. You will know what next steps to take. Like, okay, I need to adjust my lifestyle because I need more capital. If that's not enough, then you need to invest that capital to make it grow faster. So that will tell you your next steps. Like, okay, I know what to do next. I know what to do next. So self-awareness, and because I think it's an underrated thing that's not being talked about, because it's difficult to really talk about, and it's not sexy to talk about, because what people want to hear is that, okay, give me investment advice without context. And if they fail, it's the person who's giving the advice's fault. It should not be the case, because
you just followed somebody. Although I mentioned that there that yeah, it's okay to um, follow other people's investment so long as you understand uh, why they made those those strategies. But if you just follow blindly, of course you will more chances of losing money.
Hopefully, that's one thing that sticks to your head. That habits is more powerful than knowledge.